With us today, we have Chris Brown, who's practice leader of customers and CEO of Market Culture. Chris, welcome.
Thanks, Scott.
Help us out, Chris. What is the difference between what we think is customer satisfaction and what customers are actually telling us?
So there's some really interesting research recently from Forrester, and what it showed was that 91% of companies believe that they are customer focused and they're really taking care of their customers, but only 10% of their customers actually agree with that statement. So there's a big disconnect here. And really, when you think about it, customer satisfaction is really just delivering what the customer paid for. So it's actually not good enough. We need to go beyond customer satisfaction to create advocates, to create raving fans for the business if we really want to grow the organisation.
Yeah, that's an interesting statement. And I hear you talk a lot about this idea of customer centricity. What is customer centricity, really? What's the essence of it?
So to put it in simple terms, I mean, we're all customers. We've all experienced what a great customer-centric business delivers. Companies like Apple, Starbucks, Zappos, Amazon, Salesforce.com, they create tremendous value for us, and we can really feel that, we experience that as customers of those businesses. And customer centricity is really about creating that culture that delivers tremendous value for the customer. So that's essentially what customer centricity is about.
In looking at that, how do you really measure it? How do you know if you're really creating this customer centricity or a unique customer experience?
So we spent about 3.5 years trying to understand what are the behaviours of these customer-centred businesses, and we found there's 7 different behaviours. And they're to do with the attention that the organisation places on understanding customers. So do they really understand the customers that they're dealing with? What is valuable to those customers, and how are they really delivering against those things? As well as things like inside an organisation, do they collaborate in a way that executes on that and creates this great experience? Or are there disconnects inside the organisation? So there's a range of these behaviours that we've identified that we look to measure inside an organisation and improve over time. Where is the organisation on these different behaviours? How much of them are they doing or not doing? And then what's the implication of that for the leadership of the organisation in terms of improving that? So that's kind of the first piece, is understanding culturally what they're doing. The other piece of it is, how do you measure the experience that they're creating for customers? So looking at that interface between the organisation and the customer, and looking at the different touch points where they interface and what's being provided. Do customers see that as valuable? Are they getting a great experience or not? And you can do that through surveys and through focus groups and really doing some analysis around that interface.
So it's safe to say ultimately it comes down to that experience between the customer and the individual employee or groups of employees.
Exactly. And so what we're trying to do is create a culture inside the business that's looking for that, an understanding of that interaction, and looking to always add value. And so the mindset that we're trying to create inside an organisation is doing what's best for the customer is ultimately going to be what's best for the business. And if we get people thinking that way and thinking about what their role is and how that connects with customer value, and then we're going to create a customer-centred business that's going to be more profitable, grow, and be better for everyone.
Yeah, it sounds very powerful. And with the market cycles getting shorter and shorter for most businesses today, this is mission critical for all businesses. We look forward to examining this further with you as this unfolds this next year.